So what do you see in closing as the final bubble to pop? I mean, are you saying it's going to be the Treasury note bubble?
The final bubble to pop is when they cannot finance the government deficit except by printing money. Now, when the Federal Reserve directly buys the new government bonds, it pays for them by creating checking accounts for the Treasury, which the Treasury immediately spends. So that money goes directly into circulation. It's different from when the Federal Reserve buys bonds from the banks, relying on the banks to use the reserves to make loans and to create money that way. But when the banks don't have any credit-worthy customers to lend to, they just sit on the reserves. But if they buy the new bonds directly from the Treasury, the money directly goes into circulation and starts driving up prices. And I think the deficit is going to be much bigger next year because the economy is not recovering. It's going to, in my opinion, opinion of Gerald Celente, and opinion of John Williams, who's probably the best statistician on this, we're about to move down substantially further. So the budget deficit has to be financed will be bigger than $1.5 trillion.
And a war would be politically expedient for the election, but not good for the deficit, correct?
They can't finance the war. They can't finance the current deficit, except by the means that I gave you. And they're all short-term. And some of them, such as confiscating people's pensions, will produce more revolution, more tendency toward noncompliance. So I think that they're out far on a limb, and they were led out there by the arrogance of the neoconservatives, by the complicity of the mainstream media, by the utter stupidity of the Congress, and by the greed of the military security complex and Wall Street. And that's why we're in this fix. That is the only reason. Those are the reasons that we're in this fix.
And in a fix, one small caveat, we're going to let you go, and we appreciate your time. We saw that the Harvard endowment dumped all of their Israeli stock holdings, and then some Muslim groups came out and said, oh, that's because of the Israeli boycott that's picking up steam worldwide. But Harvard just said, no, we don't see this as good investments. But that can't be a good omen to not just see Harvard, but other big institutions racing away from Israel.
Yes. Yes. Well, if any country on earth has painted themselves in a worse corner than we have, it's Israel.
And that's hubris.
Hubris. And just total disregard for anyone but themselves.
All right. Dr. Paul Craig Roberts, congratulations on your columns. They always get attention, but they're really, really the hottest thing out there on the web right now. We appreciate you having us post them at Infowars.com. God bless you. We'll talk to you again soon, sir.
Thank you, Alex, and I appreciate you.
You bet. Take care. There goes Dr. Paul Craig Roberts, linked in his story, The Ecstasy of Empire, up on Infowars.com, How the Economy Was Lost, the War of the Worlds, details why America is disintegrating.